Protocol, if I'm
Oh,
correct.
Central Protocol.
Yeah, interesting choice. Now, I always
Yeah.
like it
How
when
did that
players
end up in the? Yeah, go on.
I always like it when players choose Central Protocol because that means somebody's got something up their sleeve. Like you don't just
Mm.
choose Central Protocol and say, I'm gonna play a macro game.
Yeah.
No, something's up and I want to know
Someone's
what
gonna
it
do
is.
something. Yeah. Yeah. You generally don't see many straight up games on this map.
It's very tough to take a third. I mean, Central Protocol was changed a little bit in that the rocks that used to lead into the main are now gone. So, there's no powering into that main anymore. It's a little bit safer,
Yeah.
but it's still very difficult to take the third.
Yeah. If I had to guess, Jim Rising probably has something planned for this. Some two base build planned for this map. Maybe he'll do the same thing, or maybe he'll try some type of roach bane bust. We'll see.
Jim Rising has got 3 seconds to change his
Jim Rising.
race.
Jim Rising. Hopefully
Unless he
he's.
wanted to be random, but I am not sure if we allow race switching in the middle
Yeah.
of
Hopefully he spawns Zerg, and we can just tell him that he's Zerg.
Yeah, that is true.
Make
If you
things
spawn
easier.
Zerg, then I guess it's no big deal.
Yeah.
He is.
Okay, he
He's
spawned
Zerg.
Zerg. Okay.
That's perfect.
All right. Or he could be lying. Raze could think he's lying.
If it's like Protoss, here comes a cannon rush.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, that's good. We don't have to remake the lobby.
All right, but here we go. Spawning down in the bottom left, we have got our purple Terran representing Team Ascension Pro. It is Raze.
And in the bottom right, tying up the series 1-1, it is the Teal Zerg player, Roots Jim Rising. Yep. We'll see what kind of shenanigans players have planned for this map.
Yeah, it's an unusual map, so
Oh, and we already see some shenanigans from Jim Rising. He's going... Yeah, he's gonna let that gas finish.
if he is going to let that gas finish, then, I mean, he would, of course. There's no reason for him to do an extractor trick. So, yeah, there we go. The quick gas. The quicker pool.
Maybe he'll try... It's either just like a fast ling speed pressure, or he could, or maybe... Oh, with these spawns, he might be able to, go for ling drops here. Quickly...
Yeah, you could.
Yeah. These would actually be the perfect spawns for ling drops for Jim Rising.
Yeah, Jim Rising is going for a natural, so behind this, he will have a second base.
Yep.
We have got a quicker factory coming out from Raze. I have a feeling that Raze is probably pretty suspicious too. This isn't a normal map to play on.
Yeah, certainly. But Race is actually... He's doing something a bit funny himself. He's going for a really... He's not expanded. He's going for a really fast factory with the reactor. He skipped Reaper or Marine. So he's just going straight for factory. Both these players opening up with, I would say, I guess, really quick tech.
The speed is now being made for Jim Rising. I'm curious what he is going to do. I'm curious how this is going to turn out for Jim.
Yeah, it looks like Jim he's droning behind this, so...
Yeah, he is.
Race is actually going for double Reaper. So,
interesting.
Pretty funny openers from both players.
But the opener for Jim Rising should mean that double Reaper isn't going to be the biggest problem. I mean, these queens are going to finish. There will be a couple lings on the field.
Yeah, if anything, I would say Jim Rising probably got the better end of the build orders here.
Yeah.
He's making more Reapers. Like, as he's got 10 lings on the way, he should be able to surround those Reapers, I think, pretty easily. If Raze is caught in a bad position.
We've got more lings being made. The Reapers are here, but lings are also here, and speed is finished. So these Reapers, they shouldn't do too much.
At least Raze sees the speed before he can get the Reapers surrounded. But a ling counter, killing the SCV, building the CC. and he's probably gonna have to cancel this CC.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe he can save it.
Maybe. The Hellion is here, and there are Reapers.
Yep.
But it looks like some of these
kills Zerglings pretty quick, but
it does.
he does cancel it. You know, I don't think Ray's had to cancel that. I think it could have lived. But Ray's playing it super safe here. Doesn't want to risk losing 400 minerals to Zerglings because that would probably be game ending.
We've got this Roach Horn. It is just finished for Gym Rising. 4 Roaches coming out.
Yep. So, and Jim is still mining gas, so we could follow it up here something.
Yeah, and he's taking another extractor. Wouldn't surprise me if he took a couple more gases behind this, depending on what he does, of course. He is following this up with a layer. I'm wondering if he's going to get Roach speed behind that and really go for a strong Roach attack.
Yeah, or he could try the Nidus that he did.
That's true. That Nidus worked really well, and it can work well again.
Yeah. And this is a really wide open main here on this map, so it could work out pretty well. Roaches are going to thwart these Hellions away. Raze isn't going to do anything crazy like running by. But we see Raze is still making Liberators. Like, this is crazy. Actually, I don't think I've seen this before. Just like mass Liberators, and he's following it up with mass Reapers, and he's following it up with Liberators.
Yeah, Liberator's pretty strong, however, Ravagers can deal some pretty nice bios to them.
Yep, that's for sure.
This Roach Ravager army looking a bit scary, however, Raze has a lot of mobility with his army as well.
It does kill the creep tumor with a grenade, that's pretty nice. I'm curious to see how these Liberators are going to do in Gym Rising's base. As they do, one is popped, both have popped now. Gym Rising does have a Spore Crawler already in position, so good on his part. And his Overlord does scout that there are in fact Liberators on the map.
Yeah, so Gym Rising is pretty aware that these will be over to his base very soon. Gym Rising has taken a 3rd base now. So he is macroing up a bit here.
You see one Liberator getting in position in the main, but Gym Rising, as you said, the Ravager shots clean up the Liberator pretty easily, and definitely wasn't worth it for Raze. I think only getting 1 worker kill with that. And we see now Raze poking a little bit at Jim's third. Needs to pull back those units.
Yeah.
Needs to be super careful.
Those units all very low now.
Yeah. I think Gym Rising probably... I mean, when you invest into Liberators that early on, like Raze did, the Reactor Starport, I think you really need to get some damage done with that, and Raze didn't really do the damage I think he needed to do, because Gym Rising was able to clean them up really easily with the Ravagers.
Yeah, and now the Roaches, they have Roach speed. They are just marching across the map.
Yeah. Good grenade shots though, but I think Raze is gonna have to do something, or Gym Rising is gonna have to just make a mistake for Raze to get back into an even spot, I think.
We've got 6 Ravagers out now for Gym Rising. It looks like he is going back a little bit. I don't think he wants to attack into that force just yet. There were 2 tanks at the Nat, so you can't blame him for kind of turning around and making the decision to not attack there.
Yeah. We see now Raze loading up a double drop. Maybe he can get something done here. We see a pretty exposed main from Gym Rising, and I would say these are pretty good spawns for drops, so we'll see. We see Hellions and Reapers at Gym Rising's 3rd base, getting some work done. But I don't know if that was worth it for 4 drones.
Yeah, I don't know either. And now this Overlord has scouted this drop. Gym Rising is rushing into the main. I think now Raze realizes, though, that Gym Rising's probably there, so he's not going to pursue that drop much. He might go somewhere else with it.
I think it's good for Raze to have that, not force it, just, leave it as a threat to keep Gym Rising on his side of the map, really. Keep him
Oh,
busy.
but the drop's moving forward.
Needs to be
Raise.
careful.
Yeah.
Slip back up. Okay. All right. Loses submarine. It's not the end of the world, though.
No.
And we see
We've
another
got.
drop going to the Jim Rising third, but Jim Rising smartly got Roaches and Ravagers already positioned for that drop.
Yeah, he is. He is ready for that. That is not going to be the biggest problem.
Yep.
The Spire.
I like Ray's response to Jim's Roach Ravager. He's got 4 tanks right now, I think, and more on the way. So I think that's a pretty good response to this. If he can get some good positions with the tanks in a fight, I think that can pan out well for Rays.
I think so too. The question is Jim Rising going to continue doing Roach Ravager? The Spire has finished, and now we do actually have 10 mutas coming out.
Yep. He does have an infestation pit too, so we'll see what he chooses to do with that. Maybe perhaps going to infestors later on? Who knows? Or maybe just a really fast hive. But see, Riz has his 3rd base established now, macroing it up. We'll see how much damage these mutas are able to do. Riz, it doesn't look like he's got any turrets anywhere.
Yeah.
So these mutas have potential to do a lot of damage to Riz.
And I don't think Ray's had any idea that there was even a Spire, so once he sees these, he'll know that they're out, but
yeah,
it's gonna be scary until we've got some turrets out for Rays.
Yeah, I know as a Protoss player, it's like super easy to get caught off guard.
Yes, it is.
And so I know how Rays feels right now, right here.
Looks like concussive shells might get taken out. Oh, it does.
Not the biggest of deals, though. It's a cheap upgrade, but
that's true. That is a good point. It just delays it. It's not like Stim.
Yeah, it's a cheap upgrade. It researches fast, but yeah, still not the best thing for Raisin. Oh,